Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Mailbox Power Mastermind Call that happens every single Monday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Time, 9 a.m. Mountain, 10 Central, 11 Eastern. So see, it still is morning, although we do have other folks that join us or watch the replays from Japan and all over the world. So depending on where you are, welcome. We like to come together every Monday because it's a great way to start out the week, and we believe a rising tide lifts all ships. So we come together to talk about Mailbox Power wins and challenges and see how we can help each other out in our Mailbox Power businesses. And we always like to start the call with the wins for the past week. Anybody want to share any wins? Oh, Neil, I saw his hand. Like, I got one. What? Go ahead.
It's probably a pre-win, but I went into one of my customers who buys promotional products from me, and I asked him, "Listen, I'd like to sit down with you and talk with you about something that will help your business and help you do something different for your clients." And he gave me the appointment, and but I told him I'm doing this today. I'm putting together a box for him of different products. I'm going to put his logo on it and send it out. So I'll let you know when that happens. It'll probably be 2 weeks before I actually meet with him.
Okay.
But okay.
Awesome. Well, it's a win that you got an appointment on the books that somebody. So yes, that's definitely a win. And once they receive that package, because they'll get the package before you meet, I will be curious to hear how it goes.
Yeah, so like with last week, you were talking about all he ever wants to do is get his name on all different kinds of promotional items and send them out. And I said, well, all of your competitors are doing the same thing. Would you like to stand out and do something different?
That.
So what I told him is you're going to get a box, and in the box is going to show you, I want you to pretend you're your own customer. And so he was kind of curious about it. So
cool.
I'm looking forward to see. Like if it works, I'm going to do it on a lot of customers.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Lulu.
That was actually from a couple calls back. We kind of created some little catchy phrases, taglines, so to speak. And one of them was, and I have it in my book, but like think like a customer, act like an owner.
Yes. Think like a customer, act like an owner.
Like an owner. And that's what you did, Neil. You put him in his customer's shoes. Like, it's not just about you. It's about,
you know what? I was just thinking, and I need to write this down. I should create a design or have Mike create a design that kind of goes with a package like that. That come on.
That's a really good idea.
Send them
So
something
it's
with
think like a customer, act like an owner.
like an owner. And it's basically
think like, instead of a customer, think like
your
customer.
Your customer.
And act like an owner.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That is really good.
Because like we said last week, people will get those products. And so you haven't created it yet. I would make sure that in that box, I would ask him before you send the package, that I'm thinking out loud right now. Ask him who his top 2 or 3 clients are. And you're going to send a package that has his logo and his branding all over it. But the challenge is you're in promotional products. He's seen that.
Right.
And even if you say, think like your customer, or think like a customer, if it's all his branding in it, he still might not get it. It'll be like, I want to send all of these to my clients with my logo on it. Have them tell you who the top 2 clients are, and 2 of the brownies or 2 of the caramel Rice Krispie treats or cookies or something in there are his top clients. So that he
Yes.
sees it's not, you're trying to show him what his customers could experience, and you need to somehow put that in the card, in the wording, or put one of the note cards in with it. You can put the card, but then put a note card in it that explains.
That's a good idea.
Imagine this package being sent from you with your customers' logos and branding all over it versus yours. And
Love that.
and you would have 1 or 2 things that show his top clients, because then he could turn around, and if it doesn't have first name, last name on it, so you're not branding it to his first name, last name, at least those 2 that don't have his logo on it, leave the personalization off, because then he could turn around and gift that to his top client.
Good idea. That's a really good idea.
That's
so
off the top of my head.
I know that there's a place for promotional products, and there's a time to
Yes.
to have in mass imprinted products. But when you're competing, 5 engineers competing against for one project, you got to stand out.
Yep.
And yeah, people like when they get an item, but they really like it when they get an item with their name on it, like big time. So that's what I'm trying to differentiate to him, that he can be different, and still send out promotional products.
Yep.
So
that I kind of would make the card about him so that he feels like what his customer, but then I would add a note card or a 4x6 postcard or something in there. And the note card is a great way to do that, because you can, when you're sending gifts, those are free. So put a note card in there, because the other thing is the note card is, he's got to open it up and it talks to him about what's in the package and why there's a couple of things that are branded different than him for his top clients. And imagine this package had their logo and their brand all over it instead of yours, something like that.
yeah. You got me excited, or if there's such a thing.
Excited her.
That's great.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Lulu, for the think like your customer. That was good. So
Well,
Yeah.
It wasn't me, but you're welcome.
I just wanted to chime in too, Neil, is that, and also Brenda, when you do like a mug or anything with a logo on it, whatever, you can still put the customer's logo very small in a corner or something, so they'll know, who actually sent it. But you want to put the customer's customer as big as possible.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes. And I go back and forth on that, Suzanne, because if the mug is truly all about the client, let me see if I have, hold on. Let me see if I have one right here.
Yeah. While she's looking, I'm going to look at something. Hold on.
Trying to see if I have.
While you're still looking, Brenda, I wanted the thing, when somebody hands you a quality promotional item, and I'm assuming in this one, it was the customer's logo, but if they'll remember me, because that is this is a real quality high beam flashlight. And I still remember where I was, who handed it to me, and what company it was. I
Yep.
still remember it. And that's been 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. So
So-
again, Suzanne, here's one. This was a customer of mine did it for her customer. And notice there's no second branding on it because somebody's going to remember. I was trying to find the one for the roofing company I did with their picture. It was the mother and daughter that owned the company and their logo and all of that. And it was all about contact them for your roofing needs. And my information wasn't on it anywhere. But
Yeah,
they're
I see
not
where
gonna
you're coming.
forget.
Yeah. Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but I was thinking about Neil saying that most of his customers want their logo on everything, and that's it. So I was thinking you could still squeeze it in if that's what they want,
Yeah.
Yes. And
That's,
Yeah.
what he's trying to do now is because he has promotional products and he can do their branding all over it without the customer's branding. But what he wants to show them is they don't have to have their brand on it to stand out and wow their customers. Actually, to stand out and wow your customers, your brand shouldn't be on it. This is giving me lots of juicy stuff because I'm presenting this week. I am a sponsor of an event, and I have 5 minutes in front of the room as a sponsor of the event, and you guys are all
Wow.
giving me. I had some ideas, but now this is sparking more ideas on that. So awesome.
I
Anybody
like
else?
I like your card, Suze. I like
Oh,
your
my
screen's
background. Yeah,
background. So
thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Starts in 1 hour.
yeah. I have. Oh, I'm sorry, Lulu. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, I was just going to say I just received a phone call from a friend of mine who does I want to say a TV podcast. I don't know how to describe it. It's on Roku and some of the other channels like that. And she's doing a panel on Sunday about music and wanted me to join in. And one of the things that I'm hoping I can sneak in is the fact that I send cards with QR codes on it with music. I'm hoping that maybe that will kind of like, well, how do you do that? I don't know if that's, going to be the way that the panel discussion will go, but I thought that might be a nice way to, say there's a lot of different ways you can, share your music.
Yep.
Anyway. Mm-hmm.
I think I told you guys that when people's birthdays, I call. If I find out it's their birthday, I call them on the birthday and I sing, and I have a horrible voice, and I just get goofy and mix words up. And I wonder if I could do that, create a QR code
You
and
sure
attach it.
could.
Oh, you
Yes.
can. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that would
Yeah.
be funny. Although, then it's locked in. Somebody could send it out.
Well, no, if it was locked, so it could be a unique link for each individual person, because remember, you can have a dynamic QR code on the customer record. So you could
Yep.
have a private YouTube list where you do that ahead of time for somebody, and it's in their card that they get with their brownies or just their card in the mail. And nobody else would see it.
Cool.
Lulu.
So I sent a card out to all of my customers and basically just saying, well, here, I can read it to you. Just want to say a huge thank you for being such a valued customer. I truly appreciate your support. With the year wrapping up, I'd love to check in and see how I can help you with holiday cards, gifts, direct mail, or any other campaigns you have in mind. Please use my calendar link to schedule time for us to chat. Looking forward to connecting. And I put the QR code with my calendar link. And I've got, we need to get customers, but we need to retain them.
Yep.
And I've already had a couple of conversations. I even had one customer upgrade, and I've got a couple more on the books today to just check in with them and help them with some stuff. And I think it's really important, especially this time of year. You know, my pitch now is like end the year strong, begin the year strong, and celebrate your people in between.
Yep. Yep. I love it. Love it.
Yeah. So that was good for me.
Awesome. Any others before we kind of delve into either challenges or training? Awesome. Well, I'd like to keep this theme or this line of thinking going on, think like your customer and act like a boss. But before I do that, I need to pull up our countdown. It is only 37 days till Thanksgiving. So this is October 21st, 2024. For those watching the replay, it is only 37 days. We're only a little over a month until Thanksgiving, which means they have about a month, a little less than a month, to get with you and get their Thanksgiving cards out. Or start working on their holiday cards. But as you all know, we are trying to create a Thanksgiving movement in the business community. And Thanksgiving is the time to stand out and be different. Do you want to blend in, or do you want to stand out and be different? And I truly believe that all of your customers, all of your businesses that you support and serve want to stand out. The challenge is they don't know how. They've been taught for years, send a holiday card. So they think Christmas. They think, happy holidays. They think in December. But they're not, like Neil said, promotional products are great and they have a place. Obviously, I have promotional products for my event this week because I'm not going to get a chance to talk to every single person that's at the event, but I want them to have my contact information. And so a nice promotional product is a great way to do that. But that doesn't make you stand out. High quality promotional products will, because they'll be like, ooh, this company didn't chintz on what they're giving away. But for the most part, that doesn't make you stand out. It just makes you be remembered. I was listening to a Lunch and Learn. I was trying to find the landscape testimonial, the Lunch and Learn that happened with Vanessa and Joe, and they talked about the landscaper and the results. And Joe specifically talked about a lot of businesses want to do a one and done postcard. They want to do a one and done marketing to an area and then move to a new area and then move to a new area. But that's not going to get you remembered, and it's not going to set you apart, and it's not going to allow you to have a consistent brand message. It's about consistency, and it's about showing up when others don't. Same thing with Mailbox Power. It's showing up when others don't. If we can teach our customers to think outside the box or inside the box, but think outside the box in their thinking and use boxes, because that's outside the box thinking, to send a box to a customer versus just a thank you note. Imagine how much their business could grow in the next 30, 60, 90 days and over the next year. But we also have to set the expectation that things don't happen overnight. This is not one of those, and Joe said, yeah, they'll probably get customers, or they may get customers on that first mailing they send out. But the secret sauce is in the second, the third, and the fourth mailing, when people have seen you being consistent and you're there and you're not a fly-by-night company and you are going to be committed to that area wherever you're farming. You're not a fly-by-night company. You're not a, oh, let's see if I can go get some business. Now let me go someplace else and see if I can get some business. You're branding is about not just being seen. And Neil knows with promotional products, it's about being seen, but it's also about being seen. The reason why some promotional products, like a flashlight, like a jar gripper, and we have jar grippers, a keychain, a pen, things like that, tape measure that somebody's going to use over and over and over again. It's that brand impression. And the more times they see your brand, the more likely they are to remember you when they need your services, or to refer you when they hear somebody else that needs it, which is critical. I think it was last week we talked about at least doing birthday and holiday, and that we have to meet customers where they're at. And many of them think monthly is way too much. They're like, oh my God, that, you know, I'd be turned off by that if a company did that. Because the only thing they've ever gotten from companies that comes monthly is advertising. They've never had a company truly nurture the relationship and add value every single month in inspirational quotes or recipes or just saying happy holidays. They equate monthly to monthly emails or weekly emails, to the monthly boomerangs that real estate agents do, or things like that, that aren't necessarily. Boomerang can add value because in a way it's a coupon for a local business, but it's not truly adding value of just thinking of them. You can tell it is completely marketing. So how do we show up consistently? How do we show up consistently without feeling like the icky, sorry if anybody's watching this, it's a used car salesman, but used car salesman, I think of a lot of times lawyers sometimes get a bad rap. How do you show up differently and create a wow or a positive feeling when something shows up in the mail? I know a contractor years ago, I heard a story of a contractor that sent a joke / meme, a cartoon, every single month in the mail. It was a postcard. And his clients, his sphere, was excited. They wanted to know what the next one was. It was like it was like a joke every month, or you know, a meme, and it's like, okay, what's next? Like they were anticipating and waiting in joy for the mail versus in dread. How do we turn the mailbox from a dreadful place to go, where it's always bills and always marketing and always what a lot of people call junk? How do we take that mailbox and change it from a negative part of the day? And people, I know many people that are like, yeah, I don't go to the mailbox for a week sometimes, because all they're getting is marketing and bills, and they don't want to see it. Nobody wants to go to the mailbox all the time and get bills. I mean, especially those that don't have a problem paying their bills. It's not an issue. But so many people in this world right now are in financial disarray is what I'll call it. And they dread going to the mailbox because it's like, oh, what bill's there and how am I going to pay it? Let's turn a frown upside down and make it a smile. Make it joyful for them to go to their mailbox, that they want to go to their mailbox. Yes, Alan, exactly. Touchdown.
And since it doesn't happen that often, when they see yours come in, they're going to I'm going to be happy. I'm going to get something that's going to make me feel good.
I
So-
love that, Neil. Exactly. Because when they see an envelope from you, when they see a box from you, they know that it's something joyful, that that's the first thing they want to open. Because they're like, oh, what'd they send me now? Imagine if all of our their clients felt that way about them. We all know how to do it. Or the majority of us in Mailbox Power. Some are new and don't really get it yet. They're here to do the marketing. They're here to do the postcard marketing. And they are focusing on the postcard marketing and not talking about the nurturing too. Don't get me wrong. Our postcard marketing is second to none because of the personalization and the uniqueness of them. And you can make them very unique. But we also need to talk about nurturing. And this is the time of year that even if your clients have only ever done postcard marketing and they're here for the free postcards, now is the time of year that they need to step up their game and thank their clients and show their circle of influence how much they mean to that business.
I was just thinking of something. I may have to leave the room here. My wife's on another call. So pardon the transportation or the movement. I was just thinking, on the Christian holiday, Christmas, one year, my wife and I decided to do 12 days of Christmas. And we picked out 6 people. And it took forever. Oh my gosh, that was a project and a half to do. We bought gifts for everybody and then it cost a fortune. And boy, did it make a difference in they were so excited about opening it. And every day we'd get calls for 12 days. Saying that, wouldn't it be neat with the postcard to do 12 days of Christmas to a certain group of customers or
Absolutely.
and just
For the right customer base, for the right people.
I wouldn't send it to my Jewish community customers.
The challenge is, unfortunately, not all businesses know what religious preference their customers are.
Mhm.
And the only problem with that is, again, or the only challenge, it's not a problem, because in my world, it's not a problem to share your faith, but it can offend somebody, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So you gave me an idea, Neil. What about
I'm gonna start charging.
I'm gonna start charging for mine. What about the 12 days of Thanksgiving?
What a great idea.
Instead of doing it as the 12 days of
Wow.
Christmas, Suzanne, our singer, our musician, our person who creates songs and lyrics, can you come up with the 12 days of Thanksgiving a song?
The woman that one of my vocal friends that I sing with, she writes a song in a snap. I mean, she is so good. And all I have to do is say, write me a song about the 12 days of Thanksgiving. And you'll probably have it next week. Just saying.
Yep.
That's the way she is.
I might have some.
What
You
would
might
be
have
neat,
something,
maybe
Lulu?
the 12 days the 12 days of Thanksgiving song, it could just be one song
Right.
playing
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
background, and then or on the card or something, and they can listen to it
Right.
while they're reading your card.
right.
This is good. Don't tell anybody
Yep.
else. This is just our
This is
six.
really,
I
I feel like I have something for that.
The 12 days of Thanksgiving
Something like that. Yeah, I feel like I have something in here.
on the
Anyway.
first day of Thanksgiving, my how would that go? Let me count the ways to be thankful for you
Yep.
and your business,
Or,
we
you
call
know,
you
on the-
sweetheart.
Yeah. Yeah. Call you sweetheart. On the, on the first day of Thanksgiving, my,
Peeps said to me.
my what?
Peeps.
My
Peeps.
said to me, yeah. My
Uh-huh.
customers said to me,
Said to me.
but see, I don't want it to be, I want it more. Yeah, it could be my customers said to me. I don't know. But yeah, I like
I'll run
the
it by
idea. What
Jan
is
and
it?
see what she
Okay.
says. Mhm.
Here we go,
Yeah.
guys. I found it.
Turn your
Okay.
blur off.
What the 12 days of giving
Oh,
and how
that's
to
even
pay
better.
and how to pay it forward. Pay it forward, neighborly kindness, elderly care, parents unite, through the eyes of a child, friends forever, donate, treats bring joy.
Can you
You
take a
see what I
picture of
said?
that and put it in the take a picture of
Yeah.
that and put it in the chat maybe?
Yep. Yep. Let me
Okay.
go off camera for a moment.
Although and you understand this, Brenda, I love using AI, and I could go into AI and say, give me write a song about the 12 days of Thanksgiving or the
I
12 days.
I might go do that too, is for businesses, business focused, the 12 days of Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
I think I'm gonna go do that after the call. I'm gonna go
Yeah, I'll give it a
put
try
in
too.
AI and we'll see
Yeah.
what we come up with and take Lulu's. I like Lulu's because it's not all about business. It's about giving
Right.
back to the community and kids and that. And I love that. But I also love the play on the whole 12 days of Christmas. My true love gave to me, my customers gave to me, or instead of my customers gave to me, I gave to my
My
customers.
customers, yeah.
Yep. Whatever. Yeah,
My customers mean to me.
my
My
customers
customers mean to me. That's
me.
good.
On the
See,
12th
Neil, you're a
of
singer. You're a
Christmas,
singer.
my customers mean to me. Yeah, I like that.
And throw a few funny ones in there. That's my personality. I like to be funny.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
My
guys,
customers.
you think about this. I was just when you said that we could do this for Valentine's Day also.
Oh yeah,
Right.
we can do it for. You can do
Any
it
of
for any of the holidays, but definitely for Valentine's Day and Thanksgiving, because yeah, love that idea.
Well, I can even stretch it and say the 12 days of Thanksgiving, or the 12 days of thanks for our country, the United States. That could be a Memorial Day or 4th of July or something like that.
Yep. No, I love it. I just noticed the time. Any other thoughts or questions, or does anybody have a challenge that before we close the call, I don't want to leave you hanging if somebody's here because they have a question or a challenge?
I just have a real quick question.
Chat.
Oh, thank you. I was just wondering, have you heard anything about new Thanksgiving cards on the site, and/or have they come up with a gift catalog yet? I noticed it's still 2023 on there.
Yeah, I did reach out to Wendy. They are working on that. I don't know what else they're working on, but there is another project corporate is working on that is taking them away from that. And I said, please, please, please. Again, we're at October 21st. We can't.
Yeah.
we need
can't
that
wait.
holiday guide really by September 1st.
Mhm.
October 1st at the very latest, because
Mhm.
all the other companies have already sent their holiday catalogs out to businesses.
Right.
And a lot of businesses have already purchased or have already decided which ones they're purchasing, and we're behind the power curve. I do know she said that I was going to be happy because I keep asking for Thanksgiving. I have for years, and she said that there was going to be some, but I have not. When I looked the other day, I didn't see anything new because I was looking for new holiday cards for a potential client. So stay tuned. I told her
Okay.
that I have an event this week and I really needed the holiday guides to be able to have on my table this week.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
personally went and changed 20. You can't easily do it, but I changed it from 2023 to 2024 and just left
24.
it exactly the same.
Yeah, she said it was going to be pretty much the same, didn't she? There wasn't going to be that much difference.
Well, they were adding the Jewish
Couple things.
Hanukkah, they were adding
Oh, right.
Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
So I did print some for the event this week. Hopefully I get them in time.
Mhm.
And change it out to 2024, but really they said 2 weeks ago they'd have it by last Monday or the Monday before, and I still haven't seen it. So no, unfortunately, I don't have an answer for you.
Okay.
I
But
have a question.
I would highly suggest in the chat, the more people who ask,
Mm-hmm.
the more they know that it's needed.
I'll do it
Okay.
today.
Neil.
The meetings from corporate for the affiliate, it's changed from Wednesday and now they're doing Tuesday and Thursdays. Are those meetings really just for new people, or are they going to have a meeting like they've had on Wednesdays?
The Wednesday is going back to the first Wednesday of the month. So
Okay,
the first Wednesday of the month is our Wednesday call. And
okay,
the Tuesdays and Thursdays, I mean, affiliates that have been around for a long time, it'd be a great place for them to go if they haven't really grown and they really don't understand the business and how to make money with it. But it is meant more for prospecting and brand new affiliates to get them fast tracked to making money. Because if they learn about the money and they decide to join and become a part of our Mailbox Power family, as an affiliate, we want them to start earning income right away, because with any affiliate, with any network, any type of marketing like that, if somebody doesn't earn a check pretty quickly,
right.
they're an affiliate in name only and never really earn a check. Like, you've got to get them off to a fast start, because if you don't, it's out of sight, out of mind. It's like, well, that didn't work, and on to the next thing. So the quicker we can get an affiliate a commission check, the better off you are in growing your teams.
Yep.
Okay,
Awesome.
thank you.
I've got to go. So
Yep, I do too. We've got our grandkids. So I hope you all have a great week, and we'll see you next Monday.
yeah.
Thank
By the way,
you.
Brenda, that pictures of you and the grandkids doing the
Yes.
cowboy birthday was just so
That was
precious.
so cute.
Oh, I didn't see
Thank you.
that. I'll have to look for
You'll have to
that.
go look on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
See
All right.
you. Bye.
All right, y'all have a good week. Bye-bye.